Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? So for today's episode, we got this cool, amazing product right here in my hand. If you guys can see right here, it is by the brand called Levoit. And you guys remember, I actually reviewed a product by this brand that has like over 27,000 views or something now. And that was like my most watched video number 2. And that one, I had a lot of like criticism of like testing it and stuff that I did wrong and all that good stuff. And then I was lucky enough because of you guys watching my video and commenting good stuff, bad stuff about that video, that this company found that video and reached out to me so they can give me a second chance to try the product out and let you guys know more about the product. So this one is the 2-in-1 humidifier and diffuser. The one I tested last time was like a purifier, air purifier. So this one's a different product. This one's actually a really new product that's not even out yet, but they told me that the price range for this product will be going around $80 to $100 something. So with that being said, let's actually open up first and show you guys what comes inside the package first, and then we'll talk more about the product. So right at the back, when you open the package like that, you guys can see it said wellness is done right. So after we open the first section, we have like a protective layer right there. So when you remove that protective layer, first thing you see in there is actually the actual product itself, and then they provide you some instruction guide and manual on how to set up the product and how to use it. And I believe there's like a warranty card in here as well, which is cool. And then here is the actual product itself. So you guys can see right here, they have the logo right there, power button, sleep mode button, and all that good stuff. You have a little lid right here to actually open and close the part where you actually put in the water. So you can see it's pretty deep in there. I'm not sure guys, the test in a second. In the back right here, we have a cable that you guys would be plugging in for it to actually work. And then if you guys look right here, there's an important note right here that tells you like the instruction of like stuff you should or should not be doing. So like you should use distilled water and change the water daily, clean the water tank inside every 3 days. And then the last one is before you move the humidifier, make sure to remove the water from the tank first before actually moving, because you don't want to spill it everywhere. So that's pretty much everything that's on this product. The only way for it to actually find out whether or not it's actually worth it or not is to actually go test it out first. So let's go test it out first and then come back and talk about the product. Alright, so here we have the product. Everything's all kind of set up in a way, but we have to remove the tape and etc. first. So right now we're going to remove all the tapes from the product here first. And then remove all the other ones as well. There should be a total of 3 tapes on here. So we're going to go fill this up to the max level first and then bring it back to use it. So right here is how you guys know where the max level is. So right here, don't want to pass this line. If you guys do, then something's gonna go wrong and you guys don't want that to happen. Alright, so we have the product plugged in right here and the water is filled. I didn't want to fill it all the way because we're not going to use it for a really long time. I'm probably going to use it for a really long time and do an update video to show you guys how the update is. But right now we have the water in. Let me cover it back up. And then let's turn it on to see when it works. Alright. So you guys can see it does work. Right now it's on the lowest level right here. But if we turn it to the second level, you should see a little bit more mist. If we turn to third level, the mist is really strong. So I'm not sure if you guys can see the mist or not, but let me turn off the light so you can see it better. Alright, so I'm not sure if you guys can see the mist or not, but the mist is actually really strong and it goes pretty far as well, which is really cool. One thing to remember is that when you guys have this product turned on, is to not put it near any electricity or any wall, because you'll get the wall all wet and it'll probably get all your cables all wet as well. So that's one thing to remember that you guys don't want to do. So make sure you guys put it somewhere where it's like safe and it won't get any moisture or water or liquid to the wall, furniture, or anything that you don't want to get wet. So that's one thing to remember. And then if you guys don't want to use water, you guys can use other stuff as well. So like for me, for a lot of my humidifiers that I use at home or in office, I grab like the flavored water, like the hint water, where it's like there's watermelon flavor, there's apple flavored. You guys put that in as well. And then it just smells really good. That way you guys don't have to buy like the flavor oil and whatnot. But if you guys do want to buy the flavor oil, so this set actually gives you a lot of good oils. So right here you can see the back has lavender, orange peel, peppermint, tea leaves, eucalyptus, and lemongrass leaf oil. And if you guys want to use the sleep mode as well, you guys can do that as well. Sleep mode is actually really quiet, that you can barely hear it, and there's not a lot of mist that comes out of here as well, which is really nice. And the strongest one is actually really strong. Like it can produce a lot of mist. You guys can see when my hand's covering, you guys can see all the mist coming here. but the lowest one is not too strong. You guys can see there's barely any mist coming out. And this product is actually really quiet. Like if I turn on max, you guys can barely hear it, but it does produce a lot of mist, which is really nice if you guys need one of these products. Alright, welcome back guys. So now that you guys saw the test of the product, you guys can see that it does work, and when you guys actually put the water on top, the water dust goes down as is shown in the video. But after seeing that test, now to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it or not. So like I said earlier, we don't know the price range for this product yet because it's still a new product and they haven't released this yet, because they sent me one of these to actually test out to let you guys know how it is and how it performs and all that good stuff. Based off what we know and based off what we just saw as the first hand perspective, I would say that it's quite worth it because it actually works quite well. It's really quiet when you guys use the silent mode. If you guys want to really like make the air really like clean or healthy or less dry, you guys can use on max level and actually works like instantly, which is really nice. Also, another cool thing about this product is that it has an auto shut off option. So like if the water runs low on the tank, then it actually turns off by itself. And having this oil actually makes it a much bigger difference, because if you just add regular water, it just makes the air less dry. But if you add those oil, it actually makes it smell better and less dry. So you're getting 2 in 1 at the same time compared to adding just water by itself, which is really cool. So pretty much this product is for people who have like dry air, or they just want a little bit more moisture to make it less dry within the area where you're at. So maybe if you're in the office or something and the air inside the office is really dry and really humid or something, you can just put one of these inside the office and just like make it less humid, so that way it's like, you know, not dry, you won't be coughing all the time, and there'll be some moisture at least in your surroundings, so that way you won't be dried all the time. So pretty much, long story short, to answer the question of whether or not it's actually worth it though, as a first hand perspective, I would have to say that it's quite worth it. But in order for us to actually find out whether or not it's actually still worth it, it's to actually test it out first for maybe a month or a year, and like give it a longer time period to test it out to see how it is performing after a long period of time. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the little unboxing, testing, and feedback of the product. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, then make sure to subscribe, like, and comment down below. And as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace. And then for today's G Squad fan shout out day, we have